What's up, everyone? Welcome to my stream. This is episode, I think, like 6 or 7. I'm a little bit frustrated because I just had a good start. I did like 10 minutes and then it crashed on the next turn. That's going to happen when you have so many mods, though. So I basically came back. I was nervous that it was going to crash like at a particular point because that happens sometimes. And it didn't. So I ran through the turn. I basically just added a spot on the Council of Nobles right here because we wanted to get the... No, it wasn't this one that we added. It was this one because we wanted to get the army summon to the Eagle Airy, so we can now summon an eagle in forest battles. And Nagash actually offered us a peace treaty, and he offered us like 2,000 gold, but we declined it because he's also at war at Avalorn. I actually was going to take it, and then I looked to see who he was at war with, and that's just bad business to to basically make peace with someone who's at war with your friends, so we definitely passed on that. All right, so now we're back in action, and we are in the same situation we were before. Now these guys, they declared war on us, but they're not defending their spots. Now, I don't know if maybe they're trying to bait us here. Now don't forget, we're role playing. We give the it's not like we're giving the AI the benefit of the doubt. We basically give them human, intentions. That's the idea. So that's what we're going to do from here on out. The AI is our enemy, and they have human intentions. And it makes the game much more fun, actually, because you can give them, like, crazy, motives and stuff. So anyway, all right, so we have a decent force here, but it's not a very diverse force. Actually, it does look pretty diverse, but 6 cav is a little much, and then you got 2 eagles. So I could come take this pretty easily. Port Ellistor. Not pretty easily. They have 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 troops, but then they would be able to counterattack and come back with these 10 troops right here, and then they can obviously build on that. Here's my patrol right here. I don't know if they have a patrol. I don't see it. Maybe this is it up here. Anyway, so I'm trying to think. Should we do that? I mean, I could just come over here and just wipe this out. I could do it. We're garrisoned, yeah, obviously. Let's see. Let's actually grab a mercenary. Let's grab 1 extra unit. All right. Can't get any regiments of renown. These guys all have to be recruited. So, all right, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take Port Ellistor, and then hopefully we can wipe that out pretty easily. And then go into our next match, into our next battle, potentially strong enough to, fight what we got to fight. Actually, I was looking to upgrade these guys. Why can't upgrade? Where's I was looking to do the upgrade their armor, but is that only something that can happen with Tyrion or in the home base? Let me see something real quick. There's Tyrion. Oh, maybe it's only whatever. It's not that important right now. So we're moving them closer. These guys, Tyrion's movement range is atrocious. So all right, let's stop beating around the bush. I was going to almost say, let's stop beating a dead horse. Oh, so they're actually going to support them. Ah, interesting. Interesting. So we'd have 16 versus...
Unwise.
Like 20. What kind of troops they have here? Pretty basic troops. Now, cavalry, as I've been talking about, are a real force multiplier. The Eagles haven't been quite the multiplier that I had thought they would be. Like when the Phoenix attacked some of the missile troops against Zeech, I thought they would rout pretty quickly, but they didn't. Now I do have combat on a little bit slower, so that could have something to do with it. That probably has everything to do with it. Let's see. I mean, what's the rush, right? I could just strengthen one more turn and then go at it next turn and hope for the best. 16 troops. That's a pretty strong army, though. I mean, got a good front line. Got 3 archer units. Got 6 cav. I'll be fucking them up with them. I can eat up any archers. I can shut down any archers they have with these 2 eagles. Let's see. I wish I could recruit heroes, man. I can't get. Oh, here we go. I can recruit a noble. Good. So we did do that. We did recruit that. We did build that building. All right, so that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. So let's see. They're going to cost 15. Now, these ones don't cost as much influence. So what's the difference? He's conscientious. He has give you some diplomatic bonus, lord rank, hero recruit rank, 4 splendor gained per turn. Really? Wow, that's not nothing. 4 splendor per turn is not nothing. This guy, emollient, I don't even know what that means. Emollient, I have no idea what that means. This one smooths away, emollient, okay. Control. We haven't had a ton of trouble with public order, although we will if we start taking settlements. And he gives you more splendor too. He does as well. Now these guys, he doesn't cost any influence, but he only gives you 2 splendor and 5% ammunition, which actually isn't terrible. Melee attack 2. That's actually not terrible either, to be completely honest with you. These guys aren't bad, but these guys are obviously better. So let's go with let's go to homeboy right here.
You have my attention.
All right. Now I'm obviously not gonna be able to attack this turn because we want him in our army.
I have much to teach them.
And then we can now recruit. So, so Masterwork is back. Huh. Why that is? I wonder why that is. Who knows? So we can up the armor of our spearmen across the board here. Actually, what can we do with our cav? Yeah, we can't because we have to research shit. Alright, so let's just do this across the board here. Get our guy. Now, their upkeep does go up a little bit, but it will start to add up. Like let's say I've done 10 guys. That's 2% each. So, you know, that's an extra 20%, right? That's how math works. Am I right? I think I am. Alright, so there we go there. We're good to go there. If anybody's curious, you can't move the patrol. You can add troops to it, but they tell you that you shouldn't. The mod, just let the patrol do its thing. Consider it like if you know because we are role playing, it's like a separate military entity. You know, like in the United States, you would have like troops that are controlled by the federal government, you know, the U.S. government, and then troops that are or forces that are controlled by the states. So consider it something like that. Like this is just a there's a mayor of Lothringen and he controls that unit. So that's basically how that works. All right, so we're going to stay here. We are going to fill out here. So we have 16. Let's see. What kind of allied forces can we get? We already have 2 eagles. We don't want to get those. We can get all those. We can get the dryads now. So, you know what? Let's get a dryad. How many can we recruit? Only 2. We really do want more archers. But you know what? No, let's get 2 dryad units so we can just be strong on the front line. All right, so there we are there. Let's get our research going. We researched all this. Light Elithimar Armory. I like it. I like it a lot. Eventually, we're going to start looking up into the higher tier research, but you should always get the little ones out of the way. That's how I've always played the game. Let's see. We have no rights. We're not going to dabble in anything up here for now. All right, we're just going to go next turn here. We're not making a ton of money. We need to fight these battles. We need war right now, which sounds crazy because we're a peaceful people, but we need war to fund our government. We need war to keep our people, interested and to get our leader, Tyrion, amped up and ready to go. Time's passing. Our seers, our portenters, they've seen portents, and they feel like, chaos is rising. They think that there's going to be some kind of event, a serious event. Now, what they don't know is that there could also possibly be there's little rat men stirring underneath everybody's feet. So who knows what's going to happen with that. But yeah, so Tyrion wants to get ready. He wants to exercise his skills basically against, real people. He'd prefer not to do it against high elves, his own people, but if they're going to declare war on him, then he's got to do what he has to do. And there's nothing you can say about that. Like I was saying before, I noticed that. Did I say it? When I got shut down. All right, let's see what this is. Kingdom of Valyrion. They have ended their defensive alliance with you. What the fuck? I don't understand why everybody's against us all of a sudden. Are they at war with any? No, they're not at war with any elf factions. Huh. I wish it would say why. The treaty is no longer profitable. It's a defensive alliance, you nut. Wait a sec. Did they back us when we went to war? When we were attacked? I don't think they did. How'd they back their way out of that one? Huh. That's fucked up, man. I'm not going to have time to tell the story that I was just going to tell about newer players. You know, I sometimes think that because I play like a very basic way, and I don't play any kind of meta strategy, that I don't have anything to teach newer players when it comes to battles. But then I hear the questions they ask and the things they say, and like they're being, like people, like the first thing people say is, oh, you can just cheese the AI, and I just don't understand that. Like, what's the point? You're playing a strategy game if you're just gonna cheese the AI, and it's just. I would like to think that type of people who are probably watching my videos are the type of people who aren't into that kind of thing. But if you are, that's fine. If that's how you have fun. But if that's the only thing you know how to do, I don't know. I'm not huge. I gotta be honest. I don't think that's awesome. No, that's just me. All right, so we lost an outpost. Your outpost in Tor Elir, owned by the Kingdom of Lyrion, has been lost, as the alliance hasn't broken, of course. That sucks. So that means we lose splendor per turn or influence per turn. So that fucking pisses us off a little. Are you still connected to that? Now he moved away like a dumbass. So now he's gonna lose the settlement in spades.
I will see to it. For order.
As Alistar the White Lion has a pretty strong army now. Now I gotta tell you who's pissed. You know who's pissed? Tyrion. Tyrion's fucking pissed because he wanted to fight in battles and now he can't. He's pissed off about it, but he's got a deal. All right, let's see here. So. We could just, my daughter's gonna be home from school soon, so we're just gonna advance this battle, but you know what? Let's fight it. Let's do it. Let's practice a little bit. Let's have fun. Let's fight this battle. Yeah, so like I said, so the guy on Reddit, he was like, I have, 7 missile units and the 5 artillery or like something crazy like that. And like his strategy, I guess, that he learned is to take his hero or his lord and like go blob the troops and just hit them with missiles and artillery. And that's fun, I guess, to watch. And I guess that's fine. Like every once in a while, or maybe if you're in a tough spot, but that's just, I don't know. I just don't understand how that's like fun to do long term. Like just do the same thing over and over again. Like I just think it's fun to fight with strategy, to build up a unit, flank, whatever, terrain, maneuver, stuff like that. The type of things that people did in real life to win battles. That's more fun. And I really think that's right now. This is controversial. That's like so beautiful. This is controversial. H-Bomber guy said this when talking about Dark Souls. He argued that playing the game with a shield is the wrong way to play. And now obviously anybody can play however they want. People can beat the game with the shield and people can have fun with the shield. But the game is designed around maneuver and movement and diving and parrying. And if you just walk around with the shield the whole time, you're basically just super tense, waiting to block, and it's boring. That's his argument. He says that people are playing the game the wrong way. And I agree with him. Now, maybe I don't agree with him so much about Dark Souls because I don't play Dark Souls, but I agree with him in general about you can play the game the wrong way. And I think people who just use cheese in these games and don't try to use strategy are playing the game the wrong way. I feel that in my bones. And if you disagree, I apologize. Oh, there's my child. Hey, baby. I'm recording, but it's not a big deal. You can talk or whatever. No. Like I said, you can talk. It's not big. You didn't know.
We will obey.
Wow. Okay, stream. So that's an interesting story. Okay, guys. How do we move on from that one? No, I'm just kidding, baby. Alright. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I promise I'm not. I'm in the middle of a battle, though. I gotta finish this battle. Alright, you know what? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'll turn this off. Alright. I had to stop that last video because my daughter came home. Let's get back to it. Alright, so we set this set up here. We have our Dryads on the end. We have our Lothern Seaguard in the middle, who we're going to turn off skirmish mode for them and do that. We're going to hit all these guys with guard mode. Guard mode. We have no traditional archers, but that's okay. We have our 2 eagles who we're going to use as a tandem. We're not really too familiar with the enemy force. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a basic force. I forgot about this. This is gonna be a pretty easy one. And then we have Alistar and the White Lion, just gonna be fucking shit up. That's how he gets down. And then we have our archers, our cavalry, excuse me. So we got the Reavers. Now these guys should have Vanguard deployment, right? Yeah, they do. All right, so they're gonna go up here, disappear into these trees. Wow, how are they not all disappeared? Alright, it's been harder to disappear. That must be a mod. Got so many fucking crazy mods. I mean, I know there is one where terrain matters. I do have that mod. That's probably, which I do like. I like realism, so I'm not saying that I'm mad about any of these mods, but alright, they're gonna go there. And their guys are down here. Alright, let's get her going. Let's get her done, guys. Now they're at the bottom of this hill here. So they're gonna wanna come up, I think, but we're not gonna let them do that. So let's put all these guys here in a grouping. We can actually do the eagles too. Let's put all of them in a grouping, and then let's lock the group. Now, in my experience, you have to click off because it won't lock until you click off and then click back on. All right, now we want to get this. What the hell? We want to get this. Yeah, the high ground here. So we want to be like right. Let's see, like right here. Let's go right. Nope. We want to be right here. All right. Boom. Now let's take our missile cab. Let's come around this way. Let's take these guys and go this way. Yes, these guys are at the bottom of the hole here. So they're going to have to come up and get us because we're going to start unloading missiles on them. These guys are moving over because I guess they saw my cavalry, which I'm not loving that they saw them, but whatever, it is what it is. These guys are going to come over here now. I should probably come over here so I'm not in the trees because the trees fuck everything up. Oh, okay, so they have... There we go. Just unload. Oh, they got archers here. I actually don't love that. But we're just unloading missiles and now we start moving. So they can't get a good shot on us. Yeah, see, they have to run. Because they're wusses. We're going to turn off that for now. And we're going to come over here on the... Oh, wrong way. Let's come over here on these guys. These guys are all the way over here. Let's move them. Let's be behind the enemy line. Our guys are still... Alright, now we want to pause. Now our guys are still marching. Now we can stop them. Yeah, see, they come. They're way too far out on that side. Now, where's our Lothern Seaguard? There they are. Alright, you guys start launching missiles on these freaking guys. There's Seaguard, Ship's Company, and you hit the Seaguard right here. We're going to take these guys out with cavalry. Alright, so we got that happening, and then we're just going to chill. We're not going to do anything else from there. We're going to get our eagles into their own little grouping. And they're going to fly over and threaten these guys, and then we have these guys are going to come around the back. These guys are... You know what? We're just going to come straight in and hit these guys, and hope they don't have any support over there. Oh, what do we got here? We got spearmen? Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Alright, you know what? These guys are just coming in hard. Why are these guys coming in hard? They're coming in hot. Are all the spearmen doing that? Why are those guys coming in hot like that? I guess I set up too far. Alright, you know what happens. Sometimes you set up a little bit hot and shit just gets crazy. So you know what? We're going to do that. So they're going to come onto them. They're archers. That's Leander. I don't know, is that a person? Is that a group of... Oh, yeah, that's their general that's formed into a unit because they are a garrison. So that's what that is. I got Sea Guard here, Sea Guard here. So, alright, so you're gonna go there. You guys are coming in here to hit him. You guys go there. We got the Dryads come here. So basically, circumstances just changed everything for us. And now we're just fucking people up. You guys, you know, all these guys shoot on him. Alright, you come through and go after the ship's company here. Alright, so that's happening on that side. And then over here on this flank, we have these units. You guys are going to move forward here. You guys are unloading into them. And then we need the Eagles. You guys are just going to fly over here for now and look for the best opportunity to hit. Let's see. These guys are, what are they doing? What are they hitting? They're dropping in on those archers here. Come on. Do it. There we go. Take them down. You guys come over here and hit him. Alright, so these spearmen came in on our cavalry. We obviously didn't want that. But now we have these archers wavering. So let's come over here and keep hitting them. So they break and run. Alright, they're done. Now we want to hit him. Turn skirmish mode back on. We have our other oh, wow, these guys are... Damn, I didn't think they were getting crazy like that already. They're already fucking... They're out of control. I don't know why the Eagles are out of control. But they are, so whatever. Oh, wow, these guys are eating up arrows like nothing. Damn. Let me see. Eagles. I got 2 Eagles down here. I got the... Alright, you know what? You guys come over here and help the Eagles. Since you're brothers, basically, anyway, from the, you know, brothers of the forest. You guys come in here. I'm sure they have some guys in there. And you guys come over here. Alright. That's basically that. I mean, you know, it's going to take some time for everybody to finish up, but... Man, imagine fighting tree men. That would not be fun. Come on, tree men. They're actually... These guys are... Oh, these are our... Oh, they're Lutheran Sea Guard. Yeah, they're holding their own. They're tough. They're tough. We know. We have them on our side. Alright, so where's our other... These guys are fighting. These guys are shooting. Alright, you guys are gonna... Man, those archers are holding their own. Damn. How is that even happening?
Battle calls.
Pull back.
We go.
We're gonna eventually just come over here and just start slaughtering people. Like it's no big deal. You come in here. You guys are already fighting. They're peppering my guys. These are the Reavers. Alright, you guys hit them. You guys are fighting them. You guys are up here fighting them, which is good stuff. You guys are going to start shooting on them. They came back, and then we have our archers, our cavalry. Well, I don't know why I keep calling them archers, who are pulling back, and then you guys are going to come, basically make them retreat, and then we're going to come in and start smashing these guys in their backs. Alright, so these guys...
For duty.
Shaken. They just had fucking 150 horse just hit them in their back. I figure they would break, but I know I have it on a little slower, so things don't just... You have a chance to actually be strategic, which I do like.
Acknowledged.
Everybody's fighting down here. How are the Eagles doing? They're not doing tremendous. You know, they can. You guys can pull back. They're fighting there. Got the Reavers here. They're fighting there. They're doing their thing there. All right. They finally retreated, and these guys come down here. Once you get to your spot, now get to this spot, and then turn around and hit these guys right in their back. These Lutheran Sea Guard are basically not doing anything, so we're gonna... Let's see, what should we do with them? There's really nobody to shoot at. I guess shoot at... Nah. You know what? You guys are fine. Just chill. You guys can take the day off. We got homeboy Alistar doing his thing, Thizzle, holding his own against a whole unit. Alright, we're going to send the Eagles after retreating units so they don't come back. And you can go help them. Finish them up. And then you guys are going to
For duty.
finish them up. All right, should be getting pretty close to wrapped up. We got these guys. You can come over here and get those guys to go. Oh, these guys are still hanging in there. Damn. All right, come back here.
Assyrian guides us.
We're gonna send one of them here,
Kill them.
one of them here,
Lesser attack.
and the other one
Make Oath One proud.
here. All right, that should basically end that.
Spearmen.
We're gonna send these two here.
Loyal. We will obey.
You come down there. Now you come over here. You guys are doing your thing. All right, there we go. Nice little decisive victory. Only lost 95 people. It was so evened out that we don't have anybody in line to achieve any kind of promotion this fight, but that's okay. We just wanted to clean that one up and then start our, just wipe out of Saphery. They just made a huge error declaring war on us, and we're going to show, our fellow Elves factions and the rest of the world that, that's not what you do. You don't declare war on Tyrion, for no reason. So I'm going to start a series of a tutorial series, a battle tutorial series for people to help them out, because there isn't just a straight up battle tutorial series, So just basically showing you the type of things that I've been doing in these battles, with things like force multiplier, making a strong line, having a reserve, but also using your cavalry very aggressively. Missile troops as like the backbone, if that's your faction. If you're playing as the vampire counts, then obviously that's not the way you go. But we're gonna show people how to do that. All right, so Tyrion's pissed, man. He sent Alistar a letter via Eagle, and it was like, dude, you got to fight the first big battle in a while. This is supposed to be my faction. Alistar was like, all right, chill out, Tyrion. I know you're joking. And Tyrion's like, no, I'm not joking. I'm pissed, bro. I wanted to fight that. He's like, all right, man, you got next dibs. If you weren't so slow, you'd be here already. And then Tyrion's like, all right, that was pretty funny, but don't say it again. All right, we got the golden crown of Atrazar. We got 13 armor, leadership, aura size, which is always good, and characters aura leadership effect plus a ward save. That's a pretty good piece of equipment. All right, so it looks like there's a couple extra. We can restore Saphery. Isles do not conquer one another. This land must be returned to its historical borders. No, because they're the ones who attacked me. Sack Elven heritage. You do not capture some, but instead steal wealth and damage buildings. You will lose favor with the Phoenix King. Yeah, now we're just going to straight up occupy it. All right. Thank you very much. Starting to push up north so we can open up our possibilities here. Here's Athel, Kingdom of Veresi.
My life for Tor Ivris.
Ivris. All right, good. Ivris. That's what I said. What did you call it?
Protector of the
I called it Ivris. I don't know what you called it. Wow. Silly
inspecting
kid.
the garrison.
All right.
As
Your upkeep goes way up when you're garrisoned, because your troops, basically they're not out in the field, taking supply and all this stuff, so it's much cheaper. All right. Let's take a look at this port here that we just got. It's all well and go. It's ready to go as far as buildings and stuff, so we're happy about that.
Lord of Ulthuan.
All right, we got a little bit of replenishing to do, but nothing too crazy. We got the 4, 5, 6, and then let's go with a couple more Sea Guard. You can never go wrong with the Sea Guard, They're top flight troops. They're good fighters. They're good shooters. So there we go. All right, that's gonna. Oh no! We only want one because we have our
Standing by.
this brother right here. We have him ready to go and help suckers. Wait a sec. Why didn't we use him for this battle? Who knows? Who knows? Good, replenish troops. That's very helpful.
How can I assist you?
All right. Let's check out our other. No, we don't want to check this one out. Although I wonder if we could force peace on them. Let's just say we wanted to. Let's say we wanted to force peace on Uvrisi. Establish trade. We obviously need enough influence. We could improve relations. Oh no, we're not at war with you, dude. Saphery, I meant. We actually don't want to be at war with these people. So we will improve relations. Yeah, we have no interest in being at war with our fellow elf members. But with that being said, if they're gonna, talk shit about me, then things are gonna have to go down in the battleground. We could force them to make peace. We could force them to confederate too, but we don't have anything close to the amount of influence that we would need. Let's see, we can operate a right, recruit, ability, Vol's Hammer. No, we don't need that right now. And Champions of Ulthuan, no. Let's check out the Phoenix Court. We have 94, which actually isn't bad. But it's not enough to take anything significant right now. We're the only ones with 2 spots in Tier 2. We're the only one with any spots. Alright. We're good up there. Yeah, we're good to go, guys. Alright. Alright, let's see, actually.
I second this.
Oh, he didn't even get enough experience for that battle to, Oh, he's got his friggin' backs hanging out the back of his cloak. I like it. I like that. He's got obviously his tailor put a little hole there so he can put that through. That's good stuff. That's a good looking fella right there. He's like a lioness. Or, a lion. Alright, so he's got the golden crown of Atazar. That's fine. Alright, let's go next turn, guys. We're just going to keep pushing up and wipe them out. I don't see any situation where we would make peace at this point. I guess they figured since Tyrion was off trying to fight the Beastmen that it would be a good opportunity to declare war on us. And Alistair wouldn't be up to, leading the vanguard. But they were wrong. They were obviously wrong. We're going to keep pushing. And eventually take their spots and move closer to our Everqueen. And then go from there. For some reason we parked behind a mountain here. Doesn't give us the greatest view, but it's not terrible. There's a mod that makes the game revert back to the textures of Warhammer 1. And I think it's really cool because I think Warhammer 1 didn't have this kind of like, Fortnite-ish, kind of like arcadey, tint to it, color palette. But the mod, I got crashes when I use it, so unfortunately I had to take it down. We have an ambusher discovered. Wow, one of our own. Oh, he's actually we're at war with him. Ambush. Oh, he's in Avalon. All right, we're not worried about that. Rival machinations are at work. Patronage threatened. Another one. Jeez, man. Settlement besieged, we took care of that. Alright, let's check out our patron situation. Alright, so they're trying to chase the White Lion out of Saphery. Let's see. Does it show who's doing it? Alright, so let's engage in intrigue because we don't have the 100 influence. Alright, the proof of an elven noble's worth is an astute combination of practical results and leveraging one's reputation or that of one's lineage. With an overabundance of the former and a severe lack of the latter, a fiery young courtier has been tasked by a rival lord to machinate your giving up a patron's position. With that, he hopes to either gain a patron or make a name for himself in the sporting. Okay, I feel like we've heard that story before. Yeah, so we don't want to lose our patronage. I mean, it's just not worth it to get what? Influence and a proof of merit. Income. No, it's just not worth it, especially for 3 turns. If we got this for the rest of the campaign, we might not even do it. Although 10% does add up over time. So yeah, we're going to have to go with a lack of sympathy. Again, we're getting killed with the High Elves. I don't know. Is it that important to keep the patron's position at this point? I'm not even sure. I mean, the bonuses aren't phenomenal. A show of trust. He will step up to the task, even if he is not the one in charge, and even if you are not. When he does, you will be the first to praise him. And then we get 20 influence, or we can get 15 influence, and... Alright, you know what? I guess we can make another move later. We'll do it. We'll do it. Make another move later. Alright, so let's get Tyrion closer to the action of which he craves so much. And we need to get him some experience points so we can boost his... Actually, that reminds me. I could potentially... No, not that one. I could potentially boost his experience. All units in the force... This one right here, all characters in the target force are immediately granted 2,500 experience. But that's going to take 75 of my influence, which is a lot. And that's very rare resource these days, so let's hold on to it for now. Alright, so you just keep marching up this way. Then we have the White Lion. Oh, this is their patrol unit. I think the end of their patrol unit, because once they lose a settlement, they won't replenish themselves.
Attack!
Alright, so he kind of baited a little bit. He baited me, and now he gets to withdraw to within.
This is absurd.
I agree. We shouldn't be fighting each other. To within the range of their capital. And that means they have a huge garrison. Huh? Not huge. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 11, only 11 units. It's actually not very big. They're all pretty low bear units. This is only what, a level 2? It's a level 3. Huh, surprised. And then they have
master could not.
this unit here.
Unwise.
So that's probably about 30 units.
Certainly not.
Beyond even Quaish.
I'll be honest, I think I could win.
I serve the
Especially
king.
if it's not open ground. But there's just no reason to push it. You know, they're not going to be able to defeat us where we are here. So we'll wait for Tyrion to get over and just start dominating them. I guess nobody's beeswax. Oh man, there's tons of fucking things over here. I gotta start unlocking some of these. Not leave them all for Prince Eltharion. Excuse me, Mr. Hoity-toity Eltharion. Alright, let's see. We haven't been able to upgrade our settlements in a while. We're still 6 turns away. Let's check out diplomacy. Let's see what we can do. Quick deal.
All mine!
Defender of truth.
Finally. Finally, our brother is willing to trade with us. Makes us happy.
Shall we begin?
Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall, brother. Yes, we shall.
Heed my hexes.
Oh, that's the Kislevites. Man, she's a nasty looking. Wow, look at her. Damn, she's kind of scary. The Hag's Winterland. She's a Kislevite? Is she a good guy? She's pretty strong. Faithful to the motherland, protective? Yeah, I guess so. I respect anybody that's faithful to their motherland.
Not dead yet? Huh. Apparently, I can be surprised.
Wow. I'm immortal if you didn't know that, actually, so sorry to say. Yeah, we'll give them 700 for that.
On behalf of...
Alright. Thunder Guts, yeah, we're tight on that
The
one.
Lord
Thunder Guts.
dances, so shall I.
Greatest of the dragon princes.
Are you the only Dragon Prince, Emmerich? I think you are, dude. Oh, look at this. We move over here to the Bleak Fortress. I see how badass these guys are. Oh, this is Dark Elf territory. So who are you? You're Norse guy. Oh, you're Kislev. You're all the way over here in Dark Elf territory. Interesting. Oh, I didn't know you were close to us. All right. So actually, I appreciate the agreement now. Cool. Right on the outskirts of our island here. Alright, looks like we're going next turn. I really do wish the turns went by a little faster. If I really was, you know, if I was like getting views and shit, I would probably edit out the turns, but at this point it's just not worth it. I don't mean any disrespect. I hope you guys are watching, but I just, you know, I'm not getting enough views for that. Alright, let's go next turn. Let me just check out right here. We have plenty of food. We want the grandeur from that, no question. Yeah, that's about it. Not much else we can do.
Reborn.
Alright, we have 2 full armies now.
I long for adventure.
87 influence is actually a lot. I could do a lot with that. Let's see. Occupy at least. Yeah, we haven't occupied any of those. We only have 1 of 2. This is only 1 of 2, though. So we should be able to eventually get there, and then we could confederate that. I still don't really know what this does. 30 from occupy. Yeah, so I understand. They just control too much of our island. So we got to start moving up and start, you know, actually the Yaris, Saphery are doing us a favor by going to war with us. Because now we have, you know, we can move up the island and start dabbling in the politics of the center of the island. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up a battle in skirmish mode of just like a basic army, the type of army that people should be building. You should be building just like, you know, even and diverse armies with melee troops, and then you get your cavalry and you get your archers, and that's just the best way to win the game. I can't believe that people's first suggestion is to cheese the AI. That's how you cheese. I mean, again, if you're watching this and that's what you do, you know, no shade. People can play single player games however they want, but like that shouldn't be the first advice that somebody gives. Like, oh yeah, this is what you should do to cheese. The one guy, there was actually a question about corner camping. Like, the game's not that hard. As a matter of fact, the AI is terrible. That's why I use all these mods to boost it, to make it more aggressive. And it's really not boosting it or making it any smarter. It's just changing things in a way that it does certain things better, but it does other things not as good, but you try not to pay attention to those or hope they don't come up as much, which is usually what happens. A player, somebody who plays this game for hundreds and thousands of hours and then is good at modding, is better at basically setting the AI than I think a dev who is creating the game and probably hasn't played it as much, or at least in the same way. And also too, their goal is to set it for the masses, for everybody. A mod like that is trying to set it for people who want, you know, the most challenge that they can get. All right, why do they keep saying this? Oh, this guy keeps coming down and besieging us, which is crazy. Because he can't defeat us, but whatever. Alright, so now Tyrion's coming up, and yeah, so they're screwed now. They basically are screwed. They had a chance to do what they wanted to do, and they fucking lost it, and now they're screwed. Wait a sec. Corruption over here? Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Lethal grace given form.
I have no corruption. Why would he? Oh, because it's winter. Oh, okay. All
Alfred.
right. I do have the winter mod on, where you experience attrition in winter, which up here you can probably see. Oh, this isn't it. Up here you can probably see. Oh, it's autumn. Okay. Okay, okay. So it's not winter. Okay, okay.
Orion,
Alright, so you're not really get close enough. Alright.
Lord of the Phoenix Court. A gentle ocean breeze. Very well. Can
He's
I
right
offer
there. Will he
assistance?
fight? Will he protect me if I go here? No, he won't. But he will next turn. So that's what we're gonna do next turn. Next turn we are gonna funk them up. All right, but I think we're gonna call it here, folks. Yeah, I think we are.
Shield against the darkness.
They can't be upgraded. Let's see. Oh, they can. Upkeep, missile strength. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, that's really good. 12% missile strength? Damn. That's not nothing. That is not nothing at all. And these guys, now we can't go up 50. Alright. Alright, guys. Yeah, we're going to call it here. And then I'll come back. I'll end this turn. Oh, we actually have a third right. Let me see real quick. May trigger influence. Grandeur gained. Oh, yeah. We're going to do this one. Just to gain the resources. It's 2,000. May trigger a court intrigue dilemma. Well, let's see if it does. And it does. But it boosts our influence gain, our grandeur gain. Alright, a group of Dark Riders was captured in Illyrian after butchering the elves in a small village. They are to be made an example today in a public execution, but as the prisoners are lined up on a chilly Lothran morning, one of our retainers cries out suddenly, rushing forward, "That's my daughter." It seems this poor man's daughter was kidnapped at a young age and raised as a dark elf. She claims to be traumatized from the massacre and seems eager to be reunited with her father. But given that she barely seems to remember him, you wonder if it is just a ruse to save herself from death. Redemption is very rare once an elf falls to the Druki lifestyle. It is almost unheard of, and yet this prisoner is still young, and her father swears he can reintegrate her into society, if only we give her a chance. This is interesting. This is probably the best, the most gray, morally gray, or the most difficult decision I've ever had to make in a game, in this game, or any Warhammer game. This is a really good one. Huh. So honestly, like off jump, I would say no. I wouldn't trust her. She's faking it. You know, dark elves are devious. But I have a daughter, and I couldn't imagine your daughter getting kidnapped, which is not your fault, or her fault, and then having an opportunity to save her. Of course you're going to think you have a chance. I mean, that's why like these zombie movies and shit, they have like people who like capture their children as zombies and like hold them and try to hope for something. You know, like I can see that. Like you can't imagine the feeling. I mean, I can't imagine either because I haven't lost anybody, thank God. And I pray to God that I never do. All right, so here we go. We can release the daughter to her father. We get insulted Illyrian. Oh, because they're the ones who captured them. They're really be mad about that. Insult Illyrian will temporarily be more likely to usurp seats from us, diplomatic relations, campaign line of sight. Really? Just because they captured them? I mean, I could see people acting like that, but it's kind of a baby move. And then we get a learned courtier. Research rate, grandeur, gain. Oh, do we get that seat? No. Learned courtier. You'll find the best educated public. Alright. Execute both of them? Wow. Execute the father too? A Druki sympathizer. Put him to death alongside his wretched daughter. No. Lord Examiner opportunity. Grandeur cost minus 7%. Insulted the inner kingdoms. Yeah, we're not going to do that. That's fucking crazy. Or we can proceed with the execution. which looks like the most basic one. Like any Druki, this girl's an expert liar. Sad as it is, we cannot release a venomous serpent into our midst. Wow. Favored by the Illyrian. And we got 35 grandeur. So from, that's actually kind of funny, man. The game, actually, these are modders who did this. They gave you a choice that the best bonuses are clearly right here. Clearly right here. But you have to do something that's kind of fucked up. So they're kind of putting you in a tough spot. But I think that's what we're going to do, because I'm leaning towards that anyway. I think she probably is lying. I mean, if this was real life, I would be like, listen, let me talk to her. As a matter of fact, it is real life, and I forgot about that. Because we are Tyrion. So yeah, that's what Tyrion does. He asks for some time with the girl, and he talks to her, and he just feels like she's lying. You know, she kind of like slips up at one point. You know, she says, you know, when she just does. He could tell. He could read people. He's done it before. Sorry, young lady, and most sorely to the father.
Darkness cannot escape my sword.
But we got those bonuses. We have 191 grandeur again, so we're sitting pretty in that spot. Oh, no, it's not this one. It is this one.
Alfwan will endure.
Alright, so let's see. We haven't been able to open up these ones, though. None of them are really that great. Although I do like to get one influence per turn. I think we're going to usurp somebody. Especially somebody who usurped us. Like, for example, these jackwagons. Allied recruitment costs, diplomatic relations with men, diplomatic relations with the colonies, the elven colonies. Yeah, we're going to usurp their seat. Alright. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. If you did watch with my brother, tune in as we do a tutorial video soon. Just a straight-up battle tutorial. I'm going to do that one tonight. And I'll have it posted on YouTube tonight. Alright, guys. Thanks again for watching. Peace.